Joining me in studio is Jonathan Sacerdoti, usually I-24 News correspondent in London, this time here in studio live. We're looking at live pictures from London right now. What is the skeleton of that building, that tower in the center of London that really, yesterday, how many hours did it take to try and put this fire out, Jonathan?
Well, I believe it was still smouldering at the end of yesterday. So certainly, as I was covering it in London, there was a good 5 hours in and the thing was still up in huge flames.
There were some reports that parts of it are still smoldering at this point in time, which is almost 24 hours after the fact, right?
And if you look at it now, what's interesting about this image that we can see is that that is the underlying structure, these sort of concrete brutalist apartment blocks that were built in the 70s a lot in the UK as a social housing solution for housing as many people as possible in a small amount of space, which of course in the case of a fire like this is very problematic. Now what some people are saying is that this building was recently renovated inside and out. Millions were spent on cladding the outside to make it look more attractive for the wealthy part of London than it exists
near Kensington, right?
Exactly. And to make it less of an eyesore on the surroundings, they clad it in material which is now being said to be very flammable. So potentially, one fire expert has said that the cladding used had a small insulating gap between the building and the cladding, which acted as a chimney, feeding it with oxygen, that the insulating material may well have been a cheaper flammable version, and that in and of itself may have accelerated the spread of the fire. So of course people in the building who've been complaining about fire safety apparently for years are now saying that they were ignored and that there is a lot more to this fire than at first met the eye.
Now, Jason, you know, accountability seems to be the word that comes up over and over again over the course of the last 2 days.